Hi everyone, welcome back to the next messages. I know just plenty, I tell you today is just plenty messages, right? But this one is just a rundown on something that he told me this like I know gone like 6 months or like a year back. He told me this a long time back, right? And he remind me of it today. And I know it's probably him correcting me on or pulling me up on how I'm dressing a little bit because yeah. I know when he's pulling me up. So this message is what this one here is like the temple of Solomon, right? And he say your body is his temple, and he showed me how it is his temple, right? When he sat out, your body is the temple of the Lord. And he showed me how a ripped cage. If you all can go online and you can see Solomon's temple, he say Solomon's temple when you go into the holies of holies, right? The holies of holies have a box called the Ark of the Covenant. For who don't know that, have a box called the Ark of the Covenant, and in this box it have Aaron's staff that budded, the Ten Commandments, and the pot with the manna. When the children of Israel came out of Egypt and they were on their way to the promised land, and the Lord feed them food from heaven, right? So this thing having this inside, and he showed me, he say, just like, because someone asked me that, somebody who don't know that I know science, I might even be great at it, but I know science. Someone asked me that. They say, how does inside here make up? And the Lord remind me of that. He say, your body is a temple. He say, you see this long thing here that is called the osaka. So there's a long bone or something here, and it branches out, and it have all the blood vessels and all the veins connected to it. He say that represent Aaron's staff that budded. He said the Ten Commandments is representative of the lungs that is inside of you, because it is connected. It's like two pillars that connected, and it have the Ten Commandments on it. And he said the reason why the Ten Commandments is representative of your two lungs, he said, because these things are things that you live by. These things, the Ten Commandments, is something that you're supposed to live by, which is the law that Moses bring down on the tablet, the two tablets that have on the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, steal, commit adultery, all these kind of things on the Ten Commandments, right? He said these, just like what it says in Psalm, that the Ten Commandments is a light unto your feet, or wherever it is, if you get it correctly, but it's something that you live by. This, the lungs is where you breathe and everything from, right? And he say, last, the heart have the pot with the manna. The heart represent the manna, which is the food that the Lord sent down from heaven. The heart is where everything that you get from the Lord, all the heart is where connected to everything. The heart is what they have, the manna, that the food that the Lord come down from the heaven. Because it was written that anything that comes out of your mouth is what comes from your heart. And he said, what comes is not what go into a man that make a man bad or defile a man. It's what comes out from your mouth. Because everything what come out from your mouth come from your heart. Your first was thinking about it. Your first was thinking about it, and then you speak it. So he said, oh, you will know how someone's heart is based on what come out their mouth. Right? So he said, oh, this body here is representative. This right here is the temple of the Most High God. And he said, this is why he tell us treat ourselves in a certain way, because this is where he live. Inside of us, this is where he live and he breathe. And you have to respect yourself as such, right? I'm telling myself that because, yeah, sometimes I don't dress all that good. But he said, oh, this represents his temple. And he said, this is why he's so angry when people think that they can mess with you any kind of how, because he said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And there's instructions to follow prophets. If you want the protection of the Lord, there's instructions, right? So that was just a quick rundown on why we are the temple of the Most High God, and how our actual body, the Lord actually prepared like he did with Solomon's temple. And this part is the holies of holies, which is the Ten Commandments, which is representative of our two lungs, and all the blood vessels and everything is Aaron's staff that budded, and the heart is the pot with the manna. Everything inside of here, the Lord represent the body as his temple. When he told Solomon to build it, that means we are his temple. We are where he lives, and we have to respect ourselves as such. Anyway, you guys, bye. Guys, I'm trying not to make a next one. Bye. I'm gonna this done. Remember to share, like, and subscribe.